everyone, it's Liam Caddison here, and this is it. We are on the finale of Season 2 for Angel. I feel like this season has just gone by like that. It's been a very, very entertaining season with some very interesting arcs from Darla and Drusilla, from Angel descending to that dark territory, even the Pylea arc right now that we're currently on. They have some very, very interesting values in them, and I definitely do feel like this season has exceeded the bar that Season 1 had set, and I thought Season 1 was pretty impressive for its first outing of Angel's own show, and I definitely do feel like Season 2 has grown from that, and I'm interested to seeing what Season 3 does have on offer. But of course, before we do get to Season 3, we've got to conclude this episode of Angel, where, you know, it's not looking too good. Lon is dead, it seems, which, you know, breaks my heart. Especially since he's been there from the very first episode of Season 2, and I feel like I especially have grown to his character. He's been a very, very entertaining character. Angel's not in a very good place, especially since his purest form of his demon self was exposed thanks to the atmosphere of Pylea, and it was exposed in front of Gunn and Wesley especially as well, so he's really, really worried there. Wesley and Gunn, and they're in a bit of a pickle as well. So yeah, it's pretty much bad at the minute, but it will be very interesting as well to see how everyone makes their way back to LA, and I'm just really worried about the prospect that, you know, in the time they have gone, LA has gone to hell. Like, I don't know, I'm just expecting Angel and Co. to come back, and LA is just terrorized with demons, etc., and Angel's like, welp, so, but yeah, it will be very interesting to see what does happen and to see how they do get back to LA. So, yeah, with that said, let's get into episode number 22 of Season 2 of Angel. Let's go.
You didn't do anything.
It's their fault, not yours,
I don't
Claudie.
like it here anymore. I just want to go home.
Oh, honey, I'm right there with you.
At least he's back, yay! But what the frick?
Okay, get it out of your system. It's good. You have to breathe
I mean,
sometimes.
same mood.
Good Lord, shut up, woman! It's not like I have hands to cover my ears here, you know? So just please listen. My people, the fun-loving Deathwalk clan, you cut off our heads, we just keep on a-ticking until you mutilate our bodies. Obviously, they haven't gotten to my body yet. Probably a...
Don't be alarmed, Marcala. You did me a favor. The cows need to know what we can do to them anytime we choose.
Playing to their advantage. What the shit?
Is it?
1. We die horribly and painfully. You go to hell, and I spend eternity in the arms of baby Jesus.
Oh. 2.
Not the ideal plan, but
3.
let's go. Gunn and Wes survive another day.
Okay. Take off your clothes.
Lord.
Can't do this in LA.
For years and years, until my tongue was swollen and my head was all kaplooey. It doesn't work on this side.
Oh, but it does. A Drock and one of those green warriors got to LA from this end. Somebody must have opened up the portals for them. Maybe you did and you just don't know where.
Me?
Yeah, maybe she
I don't
incidentally
think so.
opened
The
one.
priest had-
He has to suppress it. Oh, buddy. He has to suppress himself.
Missed the heart, did I?
Yes, Fred!
You're just doing your job. You're free to go.
At least they've got that, like,
5 cheers for the
understanding.
Otherworlders! Brave warriors!
With respect.
You are the princess, huh?
The filthy cow bitch who brought you into our world?
Hey!
Call her that again. I'll remove your face. Slowly.
Oh, oh.
What's the Grusalug mates with her? She'll be put to death, like we already did with that traitor, Krevler and Swath.
You killed Lauren.
I'm not afraid of it like everyone else.
Oh. That's what you get.
Easy. All right. I'll be all right. I stole his body and put his strange garment on these parts to fool them.
You did all this for me?
We
That's
love
not
you.
terrible. That's wonderful.
Plrtz Glrb, we love you.
Well, feels like somebody works out.
Oh, oh, oh.
And thank you from the bottom of my neck on down. So, where's the rest of me?
Well, I had your bodies.
Me? No. I was just suggesting.
Oh, no. You fought well.
Covenant hates you. You know the princess.
I love
You have a
you.
plan. Besides, our leader's dead.
Hail to our new leader!
Why do people keep putting me in charge of things?
I have no idea.
Because you can do it, Wesley. You're awesome.
How's it feel?
Oh, I love that.
All right.
I ship it. There's been too many caring moments, and I just, yeah. I ship it. I ship Frangel.
When I and you on the wedding night,
Yeah.
I imagine there'll be some burden lifting on both sides. Not that I have a lot of experience or anything.
It is foretold in the ancient prophecies that one will come who is cursed with the visions. She will mate with the Grusel,
Yeah.
whose demon blood shall absorb them.
So then,
Oh no.
Your visions shall pass to me.
Ooh.
her. And you know, the visions, they only last for like a...
Oh boy. Oh, is that Angel? Oh no, that's not good for.
No.
You're much better for no, Wes. I can't.
Take that leadership role,
what
Wes,
else
and
to say.
own it.
I'm sorry. Shame for what I did to you. It was.
Yeah.
That's it? Where's the praising and extolling of my
I love
virtues?
it. I love it. He's just judging them. You better say something good about me.
You try not to get anybody killed. You wind up getting everybody killed. Get ready to move out.
What do you want me to do?
We know you're a man with a demon inside, not the other way around. We know you have the strength to do what needs to
Wesley.
be done, and you will come back to us.
I love that.
I know how to prepare the challenge torch.
You'll come back.
Slug to Mortal Kombat. Come out and face me, you spineless coward!
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
That coward thing, that's really gonna piss him off.
I mean, to be fair,
What's going on? Who's yelling?
I encourage
You
it
haven't
after I
judged.
called a dragon
You
a
must fight.
bitch.
What?
Like,
No.
intimidating
No
it.
fighting. I had a vision. He can't
In D&D.
The honor of the kingdom is
There's no more screaming in her. He will kill her.
Dude,
He will not. He will die.
stoke the fire all right, but can we just kill him? I'm sorry, Gru, you've been a sweet guy, but I'm encouraging Angel. Come on, guys, you got this. Just letting my boys go. I'm so proud of
There
them.
you are. Please, I had a vision. The beast is gonna kill him. You have to stop it.
This is all your fault.
I am going to smash the 10 shades of crap out of you guys. Here we go. Oh boy, this has to be done.
You don't have to do this.
I don't have to. But I'm going to.
Just kill this loser.
And your filthy cow princess will go.
Oh, Cody! Yes, Queen!
Your cow princess is tired of hearing you yak, Padre.
Nice going.
I love her.
Stay dead without a head?
Oh, yeah.
Did he Oh my goodness, he controlled...
We're not gonna do this. We're gonna find another way. You love me?
Not you, dumbass. Him. I love him.
Oh.
Lay down your weapon. Silas is dead. All priests have been defeated.
May they
Anyone
rot.
who harms a human from this day forth shall have to answer to me.
You love me too, right?
Are you okay?
Oh, Angel.
I had to come back here to find out I didn't have to come back here. I don't belong here. I hate it here. You know where I belong? LA. You know why? Nobody belongs there. It's the perfect place for guys like us.
Oh, Lorne.
It's kind of beautiful, ain't it?
I do think that Angel, like Angel and Lorne do have their...
You know, I feel a song coming on. Yeah, I thought you might.
Oh, here we go.
As it is now written, all citizens are created equal. Slavery and religious
Go,
persecution
Cordelia.
are outlawed.
Give her a round of applause.
I think we did it.
I was
Some folks getting work they don't want. Others losing the little they had. You're looking at social confusion,
Falcon's saying
economic
this.
depression, and probably some riots. Good luck.
You'll do fine.
You got this, buddy.
It worries me, but not as much as...
Oh, no, no, no.
Willow?
What's...
That's Buffy.
Oh boy. It's not ending. There we go. There it is. There it is. I was wondering when is Angel going to know, because like I said, it would be wrong if Angel was in the dark regarding Buffy. But they had to do it like that. They had to send the cinnamon roll. He was heartbroken. Just when you think that you can't be hurt any further, voila. It's fine. I'm hurt. I'm really, really hurt, and I'm really... I don't know if... I think Angel Season 3 is the first one out of Season 3 of Angel, Buffy Season 6. I don't know how they're going to pick that up, because I want to see continued emotion. We saw that, like, I'm sure we'll get that with the first episode of Season 3, but it really does hurt, doesn't it? The fact that this was what I worried about, the fact that he had to find out, because as I said, it would be wrong if Angel was in the dark about Buffy's death. And yeah, like I said, I think it's worse than I imagined, because you had Willow appear, so yeah. But yeah, I thought this was a really good conclusion to the Plrtz arc, with a nice... I thought it was nice in terms of character development, because I feel like this season had this arc especially, it was a great insight into their characters and seeing them progress. Kind of like how Season 4 of Buffy heavily focused on identity throughout the season. I feel like Plrtz did a very good job at seeing where certain characters were and seeing them progress, especially in these next few episodes, especially Angel. it was really good. It was really fun to see the Angel versus Gruselug fight. I do apologize if I called him Drusalug, because I feel like I have done so more than... Yeah, I don't know why that sticks more than... Yeah. But it was a really, really good fight, and I really loved how there was huge development for Angel's character in that fight, especially, as well as it being a good fight. And whilst that was happening in the meantime, those Covenant, especially that leader who I just wanted to drop kick so much because he was really pissing me off. Yeah, I really loved how that went down, and we brought an order of equality, an order of change, it seems, and hopefully Gru can vitalize on that. He can really do some good for Pylea, so fingers crossed. But yeah, I really liked how, you know, we had good focus on Angel, and how, because this season has been a season where he has been tempted by the dark path. Even from the first episode, we saw how season 1 ended with that prophecy, and he found some fight in him. And then with episode 1 of season 2, he killed that champion, and he thought, okay, well, my redemption is basically flushed down the toilet. And then that, of course, that tease into the dark side continued when Angel actually went dark, with the whole Drusilla and Darla situation. And now, and then for a few episodes, he was fighting to make amends with Wesley, Cordy, and Gurn, etc., and was trying to be better, like more light-hearted, if anything, than your usual Angel. But he was trying to be a better person and to make amends for his dark spell. And then in the Pylea arc, we had a situation where Angel was worried that his darkness would come back to not just haunt everyone else, but himself as well, especially with the pure face of his demonic side. And that his spell of recovery was basically a plaster waiting to come off. But I really liked the idea that Fred was there to come, not just in the last episode, but also in this episode as well, when she gave that nice bit of dialogue where she said everyone has their demons. I mean, with Angel, yeah, it's pretty much the case, but Fred was there for him in the last episode, and she was there especially for him in this episode. She wasn't... Is it bad that I ship them? They're essentially the Beauty and the Beast. That's it. If Frangel isn't their ship name, the Beauty and the Beast definitely is. No, but she was being so comforting to Angel, and she was being there for him, and it wasn't just Fred who was giving him comfort, but Wesley as well, by saying that you're the man with the demon inside, it's not the other way around. So, and I think that was really, really, those two especially were really pivotal in Angel being able to harness the demon inside of him when he was facing off against Gruselug. He didn't allow that fear. That was a confidence boost, if anything, because thanks to Fred and Wesley, it allowed him to be able to have some kind of control, rather than allowed it to dominate him. So I really loved how, not just in these last few episodes, we got a great extent into Angel and how the demon inside of him does crush him, but it's been plastered throughout the entire season, his temptation to the darker path and the consequences of that. So, but I really thought that, you know, it was really great for Fred and Wesley to be there for him, and that was a good confidence boost for Angel, especially in the fight against Gruselug. So yeah, it was really, really good. But I really loved Fred and Angel scenes especially, and I'm glad that Fred is seemingly going to be a person who is probably going to stick around in season 3, because I love a character, and like I said, I do ship Angel and Fred. So I don't know, I got shippy vibes. So yeah. But we also had Lorne having a bit of development as well, because we had, in episode 19, him being disgraced by Landok, about how his family don't really value him. And I'm glad that he's alive. He pulled a Dorian move, so that was really, really great. But yeah, I'm glad that he is alive, and I guess mechanisms about how death operates for him. Yeah, that was greatly explained and whatnot. So, yeah, it was really, really good to have Lorne's story find some kind of conclusion, especially with the idea that he was very skeptical on returning to Pylea. But he now has that acceptance where he realizes that, he could be where he belongs in LA, because, as he said, he had to come back to Pylea to find out that he doesn't have to come back, which is really, really good. Like, him and I think I said it in episode 19, that him and Angel, they both walk two different worlds where they don't belong. He does feel more at home with LA, like Angel is more at home with humans than his vampire brethren. But you get the idea. Like, people would usually freak out, probably at Lorne. Same with Angel. He can't walk in the daylight, but he doesn't belong. He doesn't do your usual vampire business, etc. So yeah, they both walk in two different worlds, and I really, really like that. And I think Lorne did speak about that in the end, like people like us. So yeah, people who don't belong in two different worlds. So I really thought that his story found some great conclusion. We had Wesley be more confident and a bit more harsher, I'd say, as a leader as well, because I feel like with Wesley, things have been like he's been trying to fit in the shoes of being a leader, and it's all been slapping him in the face, if you get what I mean. Like, because he is trying to be a leader, he is trying his best, but there are certain cases like what happened to him and Gunn in the last episode, and Gunn lecturing him about, failing him. His father is a great example when he was saying, "Oh, I'm a leader," and his father didn't give a crap. So that's a good example. And there's been and not just that though, but feeling guilt about allowing Cordy to end up on Pylea. There's been a string of cases where Wesley has tried to fit in the shoes of being a leader, but they've been a bit too big for him. And in this episode, there were signs of confidence, of growth, which might have stemmed from people hailing Wesley when they freed him. So that was really, really good. But he really said some pretty I don't know, unorthodox comments, especially to Gunn, when he was saying about don't let people get killed, etc., because that's been a thing that's been plaguing Gunn, him feeling like he's gotten people killed. So there was some, and he did give some really good advice. But now I feel like with this episode, he is finding the right size of shoes to wear, whereas in previous episodes, they've been a bit too big for him, if that's a perfect analogy. So yeah, because he took the mantle of being of being a leader, and took it with great confidence, and enacted on the plan on, and not just that though, but he accepted there might be casualties with the attempted rescue of Cordelia. And he accepted that. So there's a bit more of a tougher presence that Wesley has seemingly adopted, again, going with the right size shoe to fit. I think with season 3, he might start to develop on that, where he realizes that being a leader might sometimes require tough decisions, tough attitudes to take. And I think we got a peek of that in this episode. So, yeah, and I gotta say, I really love how Cordelia is succeeding. Like, what I really liked about this episode is, like, she has gone from someone who has not been esteemed in the acting world, and this is the perfect way for her. Like, this arc has been the perfect demonstration on showing that Cordelia can act, because she can act as a queen and take charge. And it was really, really good seeing Cordelia's story, as well as the fact that she has kind of accepted her visions, because, you know, she could have had the chance to mate with the Gruselog and transfer her powers, I guess. Like, after the whole covenant was destroyed, and finally recognized that you better start treating people as equals. And I do want to talk a bit more about Lorne, because something has just cropped up in my head, which is very, very poignant. And it's very poignant to me as well, I feel. But as soon as, like, she could have done that as soon as the Covenant was sorted out, but she has chosen to accept it. She's chosen to accept that there are people out there who are in need of her help. And, you know, I've talked about how she's become more empathetic throughout the season, and here we are. She's bearing that burden because she wants to help the helpless. Same with Gunn. Like, I feel like, whereas there's not much emphasis with him in terms of finding out about the ruts they were in and trying to overcome them, I feel like Gunn might start to have an understanding that, you know, people may perish and he's not going to be there every time. And that's the thing with him. Like, he is beating himself up. And in this episode, he's showing cases of guilt by acknowledging the fact that people are going to die. And I think coming into season 3, he might start to realize that he can be a hero, and not every hero is able to save every life. And that's where I feel like he is going to be heading into the direction of. But yeah, I did want to talk a bit more about Lorne, because, again, we reflect on the fact that Lorne felt like he had to come to Pylea to find out that he didn't belong in Pylea. And it's really interesting because he's understanding that he is being despised for something that isn't really a bad thing, because he's different. I mean, again, we go back to episode 19 where he was disgraced because he chose a different life. That's completely harmless as well. But because it didn't fit to their criteria meant it was bad, meant he had to be disgraced. And that applies so well in the real world that, like, for example, I can relate in a sense, because I'm autistic, and there are some people who just despise autistic people because of the fact of stupid things, because they see the world differently, because they imagine people like autistic people to be broken, which it isn't the case. AKA, they hate things that are pretty much harmless, and that's it with Lorne's people. Lorne's people hate him because he's chosen a completely different lifestyle, something that is completely harmless, but it's still a disgrace to them because they rely so much on ignorance. And you can see that throughout the Pylea arc, with how humans were being treated as slaves, how they didn't respect that diversity whatsoever. The people on Pylea were pretty ignorant and feared difference, and that's it with Lorne's people. They fear difference, because what Lorne is someone completely harmless who has a completely different lifestyle to his family, and they hate him because of that difference. And it's really disgusting in a sense, because of the fact that, you know, you can be different, you can be different, you can show a difference to, I don't know, your family, etc., and it could be a harmless difference, but people will still act out against it and think, you know, rudely and coldly at the idea that someone can be completely different in a harmless manner, like Lorne. What Lorne does is, he is pretty empathetic. He is an entertaining, charismatic character. And he has that disgrace because he strays a different path from his family. He chooses what his heart literally sings towards. And you know, that's him at the end of the day. So, and again, all goes back to real world. Like I talk about the fact that, you know, people who have autism or any who are completely different to others, you'll have people react cold. Not everyone, but there are people in this world who react coldly at the fact that, you know, you could be autistic, and people will use that as an insult. Like, you'll see people still to this day and age saying, stop being autistic. And it's really shitty how people can act like that because they think that being autistic is a crime. It's something that, you know, warrants its insult when it isn't. And people will think that being autistic means being broken, etc. And like I said, people will react coldly to it, and that's not the case. But again, going to Pylea where there was ignorance, there are ignorance in some people. So it really touches strongly because people are ignorant about a harmless difference, and that is Lorne. Lorne is completely different to his family, and it's not in a insulting way. It's a harmless way that they can't embrace, that the people of Pylea can't embrace. Like, the fact that they didn't respect diversity, the fact that humans are there, oh, we can treat them badly because they're not like us. There we go, there's that ignorance. So, and hopefully they'll be able to prosper in a better light with Gruselug now in charge, it seems. So, fingers crossed. But I really thought that message, especially from Gunn, was very, very poignant, because if anyone out of Angel Investigations has to speak about the issues surrounding diversity and how people are being treated, etc., the differences in society, it's going to be Gunn, because we know in real life, especially 2020, that the Black community has been has been victims of hatred, and it's a very, very powerful statement when you have Gunn speak about that. So yeah, I really, really loved how this finale concluded. It was a nice examination of characters and the ruts they were in, and how some have managed to overcome it, and for me, it kind of teases things to come for season 3, like Wesley as a leader. I've spoken about how that's probably going to shape him for the duration of season 3, potentially, that sometimes he'll have to make some of the hard calls and wear those tougher shoes than he's accustomed to. So yeah, it was a great finale and a heartbreaking end. Heartbreaking. So yeah, I'm very because I can't see them ending season 2 like that, with Willow there informing about Buffy. Yeah, and Angel having a completely different scene than Angel probably in mourning, or him sad about the fact that Buffy's gone. So I can't see them opening season 3 in a different manner in terms of Angel's perspective, but we shall wait and see. But yeah, it was a great conclusion to a fantastic season, and I'm excited to see what season 3 has on offer. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Feeds channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!